You're too scared to join the military and too dumb to be cops. So what do? You join ICE. Congratulations, you're a hero. You get to save the motherland. Except you're not. You're just a bully out of high school. But this time, you get to wear a full camo mask and feel legal. And you answer only to an orange pulp with a red tie, and that gives you infinite power. On the way to work in the morning, you see a baby and you freeze. Enemy detected. Dusty Bunny Ears is a literal threat to America. You call for backup. You're standing there looking at a 5-year-old like he's the final boss. The kid's just blinking. He's probably thinking about crackers, but you're thinking, targets. You're not stopping crime, you're stopping recess, and now the whole school street is congested. Good job, Agent Greg. Moving on. Midday stroll takes you by the bay. New target detected. Tourist boat. You see a boat full of Canadians and retirees and one guy wearing cargo shorts, and you go, "Yep, foreign threat cluster. Let's go." You do the thing you always do when you want to feel important. You make everyone line up. It's less for security, more for vibes. You shout it like it's a legal spell. Gonna need to see your phones. Phones. Like you're hoping to find illegal border crossings stored in their notes app. So you scroll aggressively and gasp like you just found contraband. You say, "Oh my God!" and everyone's heart stops. You turn the phone around. It's a baby photo. Grandpa raises his hand. "Oh yeah, it's my grandbaby. Ain't he adorable?" Adorable? Adorable? Your eyes fly to the back of your head and you start throwing questions at him like you're rapping for Eminem. How old? What's his name? Why is he browner than usual? Where was he born? And you're writing down the baby's age like you're building a case, like you're about to brief the Pentagon on Operation Teething. You ruin everyone's cruise day. You walk away feeling rejuvenated. After all, you needed the main character energy boost today. Afternoon patrols are boring, so you stop someone to add a little activity to your life. You ask for a license. They say they're headed to the pickup zone. They're in a hurry. You think that's an excuse. That Uber app can be fake, obviously. So you call for backup. A team of 4 of you now restrain him and check his ID. And then you get personally offended by his wallet. Who needs this many cards? In your mind, that's suspicious. So you do the origin roll call, like you're the world's dumbest geography teacher. Where are you from? You look for answers like Atlanta, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Montana. He says he's from a town 30 minutes from DC. Aha! You squint like you caught him lying. What's DC stand for? He says, Washington? This man thinks DC stands for Washington. Not convincing enough. Deportation it is! Wrapping up, you head over to Costco for some quick errands. This is where you take a bad moment and make it worse, because that's your only skill. There's a woman in her car. She's trying to get to a doctor's appointment. She's telling you she's disabled. She's telling you she's autistic. But all you hear is escape attempt. And relying on the 47 days of training that you got, you and your idiot squad devise a plan, and chaos unleashes from every direction. Your buddy tells her, "Move your car." You tell her, "Get out of the car." Same second, 2 commands, opposite directions. Now you've created a logic trap. So her brain does the normal human thing. It freezes. It picks up one instruction to follow. She moves her car. And your brain does the ICE thing. It interprets confusion as resistance because your whole job is built on pretending you can't tell the difference. You yank her out of the car, you cuff her anyway, and drag her away because apparently the subject failed to comply. Mr. Orange gives you more brownie points, and you forget about lunch. You're high on heroism. Consequences don't apply to you. On that high, you end up eliminating a nurse. How'd that happen? Nobody knows. After all, you're not Delta or elite operators, you're just dudes who peaked at "I have a vest now" and never learned what coordination looks like. And now that particular footage is viral and comes in many angles. Bam! Now people are mad. Turns out he's a caregiver for veterans, a dog dad. Now you've screwed up. There's nothing unlovable about this guy. So you do the dumbest thing possible to fix your mistake. You make fake AI videos of him totaling your car. It doesn't matter that people in the back are morphing like hell. Mass media buys it. You do your part. Mr. Orange Pulp gives you a star. Because when the optics get bad, you don't self-reflect, you self-destruct. Yet after a long day at work, you return home and let those intrusive thoughts in. And you realize you're too scared to go after the big, scary, illegal immigrant criminals. You didn't join ICE to get shipped off to Colombia by a narco drug lord and get your fingers chopped off one by one. So you do your best. You go after your roofer and landscaper, your nanny and kindergarten teacher, helpless abuelitas shopping at Walmart, and teenagers working at Target. You feel validated because that's the safest kind of bravery, the kind where nobody can fight back. That's the only way to feel like big, strong men. So you pick targets who won't shoot back, and then you cosplay that you're fighting the cartel anyway. You say operation, threat, homeland, and public safety all in the same line, hoping it makes sense to somebody. When asked about your higher purpose, you say protecting Americans. You feel it in your heart. Illegals are stealing your people's jobs. You passed high school on your 4th attempt and didn't even bother to get into college. But don't let that stand in your way of getting a job at the power plant as chief engineer. So you blame every other brown Rajesh you see out there. That's the whole mindset. You're underqualified, undertrained, and mad at the world. So you pick a villain you can recognize by skin tone and an accent, and you call it patriotism.